You guys, we finally have Kamra Kawa in the building. So let's talk about it. So this is, of course, the newest flanker from the Kamra line. There are now 4 in total: Kamra, Kamra Kawa, Kamra Dukan, and Kamra Waha. So this was created by master perfumer Jordi Fernandez, who also has created other fragrances for Lattafa, like Eternal Vanille, Musaman Black Intense. He's also made Empatia for BDK. So it's a man who knows what he's doing. And this apparently is the world's first ever natural cucumber note in a fragrance. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told. Don't ask me how they do that. That's all I know. So what does it actually smell like? This to me smells like, it's gonna sound stupid, but it smells like a fresh Kamra. It really does. It smells like they took maybe 40 to 50% of the original Kamra, not Kamra Kawa, but the original Kamra fragrance, that like kind of warm, apple spicy, smooth, tonka vanilla, whatever type of scent profile. And they've added in like cool water or some other type of like blue, fresh, slightly aquatic, a little bit aromatic type of DNA and mixed it all together. And somehow it works. It doesn't clash. When I heard them describe and talk about this fragrance, I thought, I don't know, Kamra with a cool note together, how is that going to be possible? But I think what happens is, to me, in the opening, it's the freshness that takes over most of the DNA. I don't think that it's incredibly fresh and warm at the same time. I really think it's fresh in the opening spray. And then as it continues to dry down, you do still smell like the Kamra. But as it continues to dry down, I think the freshness vibe starts to take more of a back seat, and you start to get more of that Kamra. And to me, it starts to get a little bit less fresh and more sweet, like the original Kamra. So it's a really, really nice scent profile. I would consider this to personally be unisex, masculine leaning. It really just has this like classic trademark, masculine, aromatic, fresh blue shower gel type of vibe to me. Again, think of like cool water. I keep getting cool water vibes when I smell this one. And so it's not at all bad. I do think it's a very, very nice scent. And I think it's really interesting and impressive how they were able to combine what is typically thought of as like a warm, kind of boozy, angel share type of scent profile with something that is cool and refreshing, and it doesn't, somehow not work. It works. Is this a fragrance that I personally will be wearing? No. And it's not because it doesn't smell good. But again, I said unisex, masculine leaning. And for me, this DNA, I just find it to not be for me. It's a little bit too masculine leaning for me, but I understand a lot of women will like this and have no issue with it being unisex. Like fragrances like Imagination by Louis Vuitton, this too is to me a unisex, maybe masculine leaning scent, but for whatever reason, that particular DNA, I like it better. I do still layer it oftentimes with like an Herba Pura DNA to sweeten it up, but I like it better for me where I'm willing to work with it. I don't know, something about this DNA, while I like it, I guess I don't like it enough for me, for my taste, to really try to work with it. I have tried to apply Herba Pura to it. I even applied a new Arbiat Prestige tart sweet apple fragrance to it to see what that would do for me. And it's nice, but I'm still like, I don't know. I guess underwhelmed for my particular taste. Out of all of the 4, probably be in last place for me. Again, not because it's not nice, it is nice, but it's just not my style. So I think whether or not you like this depends on how you feel about fresh, slightly aromatic scents, how you feel about, having Kamra DNA still in there, but just done in a different way with cucumber. I guess when I thought cucumber, stupidly, I thought like, oh, it's gonna be like Coach Poppy cucumber, or even like the opening of Marc Jacobs Perfect. Marc Jacobs Perfect does not contain cucumber, it's rhubarb and daffodil. But for whatever reason, the opening of Marc Jacobs Perfect always comes off like a fresh cucumber note to me. But this is not that. This is like a dude fresh, in my opinion. Another thing though that I will say this has going for it is its projection and longevity especially. This I sprayed on last night, I think, what was it? Maybe 6 p.m. And I kid you not, I could still smell it as like a pretty moderate skin scent on my skin this morning upon waking, which is pretty damn impressive for a freshie. I think that is the Kamra DNA mixed in there. And I really do get more of the Kamra DNA at that point in the overall evolution, those base notes I think are really what are staying, the tonka, the vanilla, all that jazz. So yeah, overall, a nice scent profile. Smells fantastic on my husband, but not one that I will be grabbing myself personally. Let me know what your thoughts are on Kamra Waha, if it's one that you will be trying or if you don't think it's, for you. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow for our next episode.